The Nation Media Group Uganda will tomorrow start a public road user campaign in which it will publish photographs and videos of errant road users as a way of curbing indiscipline on the roads. The campaign, dubbed Stay in Your Lane, will see photographs and videos of errant road users published in Daily Monitor newspaper, NTV and all their online platforms. Registration numbers and names of errant motorists or registered owners will be mentioned on KFM and Dembe FM with the location of offence and the type of misdemeanor. Now, joining us for Newsnight tonight to speak on the same is the Police Director of Traffic and Road Safety, Dr. Stephen Kasima. Thank you very much, Dr. Kasima, for joining us.
You're welcome, Josephine.
Well, first of all, when you heard about this campaign, what did you think?
I was very happy. I was very happy for the gesture of NTV to add on the already initiative of NTV and Vivo Energy of TRADECO. That TRADECO campaign has been a success, and I believe this one will complement on the already efforts of NTV and its media outlets to change perception and improve road safety in Uganda.
What is the biggest offense on the road that you see from our drivers?
Reckless driving. Reckless driving takes many forms. Speeding, inconsiderate use of roads. People don't respect lanes, especially in Kampala. They are ever in a hurry. Everybody is in a hurry. They don't plan their time very accurately. They don't respect traffic traffic lights. They drive on pavements. All categories. It is not only borders and takamunyes, but all motorists, including government vehicles. You find them driving on pavements, on kataka, commonly called kataka. Some drive on one way. At night is very chaotic. So that is what we call reckless driving. And it is responsible for many accidents in Uganda, so especially killing pedestrians who are innocent.
When we say we're going to name and shame all these NMG platforms, and you've mentioned that the government vehicles, drivers are also reckless as well.
Yes.
What happens after this information is put out in the public domain?
Actually, we are going to explore possibilities of using such information as evidence to prosecute those offenders, because it will be real. You capture, for instance, if you capture my vehicle, dangerous road, it is a government vehicle, it is not supposed to carry certain roads. I wonder how I would deny that was not my vehicle. Of course, unless they manipulate some of these photographs. So we are going to explore, like the police public relations officer said yesterday when you asked him, we are going to explore the possibility of using that as evidence.
Well, just so that people who are eager to start doing and sending out this information are sure, who has the right of way, so that we are not just sending out pictures and taking videos of, even people who shouldn't?
By the way, people misuse this concept of right of way. The only person who has a right of way is the President, His Excellency. Emergency vehicles, like ambulances and the fire vehicles when they are responding to emergencies. The other categories, although in the Act they mentioned that there are other categories like the Speaker of Parliament, Chief Justice, and the Prime Minister, they have a right of way during emergencies also. Some people don't differentiate having backup cars. I may be having a backup car because of security concern, but does it mean that I will use the siren and drive on one way?
And have your backup cars trying to beat us out of the way?
Those actually, this is the indiscipline I'm talking about. Yes, if you have threats and they give you a backup car, assuming like these traditional leaders and others whom I don't want to mention here, it is protected their security, but does not give them leeway to just drive recklessly and abuse the rules of the road. So those people who are not mentioned in the Act are doing it. The Act mentions His Excellency the President, Speaker of Parliament, Prime Minister, and Chief Justice. Then there is emergency vehicles like ambulances, although most of them are also abusing.
They're carrying charcoal.
They are carrying charcoal, they are going to office and they put on sirens. Then the problem is that the Act mentions security vehicles on emergency, and you don't define, the Act does not define what an emergency is. So these security vehicles put on sirens, and some of us think maybe they are responding to attacks, to incidents, when they are not. So the Traffic Act is being amended,
okay.
And we have clearly stated our views from police to define what emergencies are, so
okay.
that we also act like what other countries do. This mess and havoc should be dealt with once and for all through amendments.
When we're looking at the road accidents, where does recklessness, where does it fall? In what among the things that cause the problems that we have on the roads, where does it fall? In discipline.
No, I don't get you very well.
So we have potholes, we have slippery roads. Where does indiscipline fall? Is it the key cause of all of our problems on the road?
Yeah, it is the key cause. Of course, our roads are not pedestrian friendly. That one we must acknowledge it. In other countries, roads are constructed for pedestrians, not for vehicles. But here, roads here are constructed for vehicles. For instance, tell me a road, a highway, that has facilities for pedestrians. No wonder this 2017, the report is about to be launched. Many pedestrians died. Actually, pedestrians below 35 years and below, and borders account for about 74% of traffic deaths in Uganda. And the reason is no pedestrian facilities, even in Kampala. And recent research and resolutions by countries that take road safety seriously. If pedestrians are being killed, address that by making it difficult for killing pedestrians. Put pedestrian facilities when you are making roads.
How easy is it going to be, and this is my final question because our time is fast spent, to get errant motorcyclists? Because that's also another big problem.
We started about a month ago, and I want to tell you, in Kampala Road, about 5,000 have been arrested. But the numbers are too many that even if you arrest 1,000 today, you may not know that we are doing that. The only solution is regulating them, controlling their numbers. We don't require such a numbers here in Kampala. Okay. And those who don't comply must be pushed out, so that we only deal with those who are compliant, like safe border. We can't fail to acknowledge the safe border because they are compliant.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Dr. Kasila, for taking the time to speak
you.
with us. And that was Newsnight.